Dunbar! Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. They're gonna have to get it out of their system. No, Dunbar! Ah! Back, buddy. Okay, so how this is gonna go is it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. We have to keep almost a pasture or a corral in between Big Joe and Dunbar. So how this is gonna work is we have to isolate Dunbar and okay, so I had to shut you off really quick because Dunbar and these 4 cows that we brought over from Mom and Kevin's, the original place, they just walked into this pen we built, this temporary holding pen that we used to actually work the bison. They just came in here and this was what I wanted. So the trick is we have to get Big Joe to come up from his herd. He's got 11 females with him, and then there's babies out there in that pasture. So Big Joe is getting these 4 females, but he's been with these mamas before, no big deal. But Dunbar is going out into this pasture, and we have to get them moved because of the way the land is laid out, the way our pastures are laid out on this front straight 80. We've got to get Dunbar out of a couple pastures away before we can let Big Joe out. Because if we let Dunbar in with Haas, Big Joe and Dunbar will be able to touch nose to nose, and that's not what we want. So we've got, I know this may be confusing, we have our own sort of strategy that we've came up with here, and so we're gonna attempt to do that with Marissa and I. I got them caught where I need them, but I gotta get these 4 cows out, and then we're gonna put Dunbar with Haas. But we got to get Big Joe up too. So it's kind of a convoluted mess, but the goal here is to keep Dunbar and Big Joe from touching nose to nose. Okay, she's good to go. Let's go get Big Joe. Here's some babies. Here he comes. Come on, Big Joe. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. You're gonna have to take this. Come on, Big Joe. Come on, Big Joe. Peaches, get. Come on. Will you pull out some? Okay, we got him. Hey, come back and get me if you would, please. All right, well, we got Big Joe and Peaches and 32, so it's all right. Yeah, what's next? Okay, so Marissa and I got Big Joe up, and Texas Mama came with him, and Peaches came with him. So they're in the trap. And then we've got Big Joe pinned up actually right now. So the next thing is it's time to get Dunbar cut loose, and he's going out to the Haas herd. is the idea here. This is gonna get a little tricky here because we got 4 mamas and things are getting wound up a little bit. So we've got to get Dunbar cut loose. These 4 mamas are going with Big Joe. So, and then Dunbar is going straight out there through that gate right there. All right, let's attempt and see how this goes. Dunbar, get back. Hey, get back, buddy. Get. No, Dunbar. Ah! Back, buddy. Keep stepping. Poop. Slick. Shoot, get back. There we go. Come on, Cal. All right. Come here, buddy. Come here, man. Come on, we got you. Hand me the drone whenever you can. First thing he did is he went straight to where the Big Joe herd females are, just right here, because he's lived with some of them, even though this is a Texas cow. And there's some new smells for him that he's not paying any attention to the 2-year-old Haas group. He hadn't paid hardly any attention to Haas either. Some testosterone going on here. Not sure. It's interesting. Yeah, so this is a Texas cow. He came straight towards this Big Joe herd that Big Joe herd has been in with these females and hadn't paid really any attention to 2-year-olds. So there's some females in this group that Dunbar grew up with, like Belle Star, Peaches, that were at the OG at Mom and Kevin's place. He just stormed straight over there to them, the adult cows. This is why we had to pin Big Joe up separately from his calves and the original family, was because they'd have been able to touch nose to nose right here. So we're just going to let them be, give them a little bit of time, acclimate to each other, and then we're going to try to move them here in just a little bit so we can get Big Joe back to his family in pasture 2.